My name is Carl, and the story that I'm about to tell you still haunts me to this day, and I warn you that if you ever encounter this thing, please run as fast as you can. It was almost a year ago that I went on a trip to a very calm and peaceful village. A couple of friends of mine gave me good feedback on it, and I really needed a break from the loud, crowded, and stressing environment of the city. It was summertime, and I had a couple of weeks of vacation, so I decided to just pack some clothes and go visit this small village. I prefer to drive at night, since there is considerably less traffic, and it is more relaxing for longer trips. Although, I always have to have my radio on, so that I don't fall asleep. It was almost 11 p.m., and I was about halfway to my destination point when I got to a roadblock, which made me take a very rural turn and out of the main road path. I went several miles without seeing a single vehicle. There was only a dense forest on the side of the road, and it was poorly illuminated, so it was a very stressful experience to drive in such conditions. According to GPS, I was only 40 minutes away from my destination when my car broke down. I spent almost 15 minutes trying to get it started when I saw a light in the forest on the side of the road. At first glance, it seemed like a man with a lantern, but it wasn't clear. I was literally in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the night, in a road where until now I had only seen a car since I was forced to take this path. Due to the roadblock, part of me had a really bad feeling about some random person walking in the middle of the forest, so I just continued to try to bring my car back to life. I continued my effortless battle to restart the engine of my car when I noticed the shadowy figure getting closer and closer. This really freaked me out and just pressured me to get the damn car working. After some attempts, I looked again, and I couldn't find any shadow figure or any light around. I was starting to think that I was either too tired or just imagining stuff due to the stress, when something suddenly catches my eye as I look into the rearview mirror. There was a tall, creepy man with the most sadistic and evil smile that I ever saw in my life, twisting his head and looking at me. But the worst part was what he had in his hand. It was, in fact, a lantern, but not a typical lantern. It was a head of a human being, with light coming from inside its mouth. I panicked so much that I started to hit the car's dashboard, rapidly turning the key on and off. But as I was doing this, the man started to laugh in this twisted and creepy way, getting closer and closer to the car's back doors. Finally, after an ungodly number of attempts, I got the engine started and drove as fast as I could, escaping the demented and hellish figure. Up until this day, I still can't sleep without thinking of the man's devilish smile.